get your notepads ready. It's time for the Love Power Radio Show with your girl, Myss Meme, aka Meme the Great.
This show is sponsored in part by Flat Fee Tax Prep and Services, offering quality tax preparation serving clients nationwide. For more information, visit www.flatfeecreditandtax.com. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
Welcome to the Love Power Radio Show. Today is Saturday, January
the Saturday before my birthday.
The Saturday before her birthday. Right. I'm here with my guest, Jennifer Gilbert of J. Gilbert Ministries and her assistant, Nicole Harrington.
It's called prep work, boo. Prep work.
Well, no, because I wasn't sure if you want to be titled assistant. Because I know you
give me a choice.
Oh, okay. Don't have a choice. Okay. So at least you're done. Okay, so we're here on the Love Power Radio Show. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody who tunes in across the globe. Because don't forget, we're on iHeartRadio and Spotify, and of course our YouTube channel. Thank you guys for tuning in and welcome. We're back. I'm so excited. We have 300 some odd days of opportunities to do something new in 2022. What you got going on? You already know. It's still the same with me. I want to know, how was your week? So we're going to start with our guest first. Jay, how was your week?
It was good. It was good.
That's all you got?
It was good. Girl, listen. I can only do one lie a day. It was good. It was good and productive.
Okay. All right. Your weeks are always productive, so I'm not surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Take productive.
Mm-hmm. You want to tell? Okay, never mind. Nicole,
how was your week? My week was busy.
Okay.
But interesting. And I'm glad that it's on.
Oh, okay. Now, we made it.
We made it.
Is the thing.
Yes.
Yes, we made it. We is here.
That's it.
We is here.
Yes.
And we
That's
is
what
here.
Fantasia said.
Yeah. She said we is here.
She said, I'm here in the color purple. Never mind. The color purple plate. Y'all didn't see the color purple. Never mind.
All right.
Check out Broadway. Fantasia.
I had it.
Color purple.
Okay.
Yeah. We're here and so grateful for it. My week was an interesting week. It seemed like it was running a little bit slow for me. I don't know why. I was ready to get to the weekend, not only to see you guys, but also to get to hang out with JG. I haven't seen her in a month.
Really? You was supposed to say, like, it's been like, 5 years since Sunday.
I mean,
it's
4 blue moons, 2 super moons.
Since the ball.
Yeah, a month.
Since the ball.
Since the ball.
Since the favorite ball. But yes, she has always got her hands in and doing something for the community. So we're here to talk about what's up next. Paul Graves, all the way from northern states. What's up? How you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. Good to see you. He is a male model from, I want to say North
You
Carolina.
got my stimulus check? Oh, male model. I thought you said the male man.
No, male model.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
If you see the mailman,
please ask me if you got any one of my stimulus checks.
Yes,
I ain't getting one. But thank you so much for tuning in. He's like North Carolina. That's what I was not gonna say that. But thank you. Always good looking out. And I believe happy birthday, if I'm not mistaken. Happy 51st birthday.
Okay.
So thank you for tuning in and hanging out with us today. We got a few things to discuss before we jump into what J. Gilbert Ministries has got going on for. Do we want to talk about the year or just next month?
it's up to you.
Okay. So first up is a topic that I wanted to talk about. And so it kind of almost got heated behind the snenes because somebody was not agreeing. So I'm going to put it to y'all. So I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the news, and I know you have because this particular person is a very popular woman, NeNe Leakes. They were all over the news You're welcome, sir. Talking about, oh, it's too soon for her to be dating after her husband has passed away. How do you guys feel about that? You know, because people want to pinpoint, oh, it's only been 4 months. You know, it's too soon. Nicole, tell me, give me your thoughts. How you feel? You think it's too soon for her?
No.
Why not?
Waiting another day gonna bring it back?
Well, I mean, no.
Okay, so waiting 6 years is gonna bring it back?
No.
She's supposed to put her life on hold because he's gone.
Well, not necessarily on hold.
Just pause.
She paused for 4 months.
No, that sounds premeditated to me.
So, how is that premeditated? Do tell, please.
See, because it takes you a month to know their real name, okay? And then it takes you a month to know their real business, right? And then it take you a month. So she didn't got booed up in 4 months. You didn't either skip some processes or y'all was doing some pre-interviews before the interview. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, it could be such. Now, so are you saying that those
Too
are 4
fast.
separate months?
So wait, so is she marrying this new?
Ain't no telling them watch the news tomorrow. It's gonna change like the Omicron. It's gonna.
Well,
she
I
gonna
mean,
be
they
married.
are celebrities, so they calendar a little different than ours.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
you know,
That's what I'm
everything
saying.
is
It's gonna be
different.
like Portia
Right.
and Simeon or whatever the man name is.
And Lisa says she agrees with Nicole that she wouldn't want to put her life on hold. And Paul D. Gray said, number one, you can't tell someone how long to grieve. And that's my point exactly. I agree with both Lisa, Nicole, and Paul.
That's
you can't
premeditated.
tell anyone how long to grieve. First of all, that's first. And then second, like, I think we've gotten away from what dating is.
Right. Which is why I asked, are they getting married? Because if they're just dating, then
They're just dating.
that's the whole
time
process to get to know
that
the name
people
and
skip. They
stuff.
always run into smashing and then want to find out somebody's name. They probably already know each other's name. It pop up on, so you know, when you go to
Social
their
media
Facebook,
now.
their name is kind of right there. But anyway, so you know, and then when you do background checks, that only takes 14 days, right?
I think so.
No, actually, you can get it done in 24 hours.
Oh, well, see,
exactly.
they cut
Have
off
a
some
membership. Can you edit out that last part?
This is
so
so
live,
live, so no editing.
Edit
But
that out.
that no, because that's even still a good idea. But still, you know, dating it's dating. It's
Right.
not jumping into the sex and then it's
Dating.
getting to know that person, what their likes are, what their dislikes are, their mannerisms when they're in certain situations, and of course their name. Hopefully you know their first and last. You know,
How long your husband been dead? How
He
long
not
your wife
coming
been
back.
dead?
not coming back, right? And so, but I wanted to point out also, and I wanted to talk about this because when my dad passed away, because he had been sick so long,
Mm-hmm.
there was actually a period of time right before he passed away that allowed us all to kind of start grieving and disconnect emotionally, right? I don't know if disconnect is the right word, but
That's a bad word.
it's a bad word.
That's like you gonna throw me away before I'm even trashed.
No, it just allowed us to kind of grieve. We started grieving because we knew there
It
was
was coming.
It was at that point to where there was nothing they could do. Lisa says, "I'm an advocate for finding love at the funeral." Yes.
I would not condone. My name is Dr. Jennifer Gilbert, and I do not.
You don't approve this man?
You don't approve the message.
That's like meet me at the funeral home.
I mean,
no.
but sometimes, believe it or not, you know, even not just on Lifetime movies, right?
Right, real life.
That's
Tubi
and they
movies.
get that from Tubi. Okay,
I'm just saying.
but they get that from real life situations,
Mhm.
what you see on Lifetime and all that. And there are times when that friend is there, or unfortunately the brother, or you know,
Right.
to give a shoulder.
Right, to lean on.
So you prostituted my grieving process.
No, I just helped you while you needed me.
That's it.
Okay.
Slid in. Literally.
Clearly, these people don't love the Lord. No.
But where does
Wait,
it say
the
in
husband is
scripture
gone.
that you have to wait 365 days
It says
or so?
wait upon the Lord.
And the Lord probably told her you could go.
You ain't even got time to be of good courage. It's just you just waited on the Lord. Then you
But maybe going on a date. What's the encouraging part?
a date is fine, but when you become social media official, that's big.
Lisa said, "Death is a part of life. Life goes on."
Come on.
Yes,
now.
death is a part of life, but dating the day after is not.
It was 4 months.
The day after.
Yeah, 4 months after the day after.
That's
You're
right.
right.
That's right.
Saying. So, but everybody grieves different, right? And I remember when my brother passed away, it took me several months. But I was in a space where when I got to a point to where, okay, I think I want to be bothered with people. There was a gentleman who, hey, what do you want to do? I want to take you out, get you out the house, you know, that sort of thing. No, he wasn't my husband, but he was my brother, and it still cut deep, you know? And so we need that. So just because she was on a date does not mean they smashing after. And even if it does, you probably need to be dust off. Go for it, NeNe. I ain't, look.
Did you say dust off?
Where it been 4 months?
I mean,
well, because baby Greg couldn't do anything
prior
prior
to
to.
that.
That's why I say it was premeditated, because she tested the waters.
Not necessarily.
Necessarily.
I think that's what happened.
Greg would want NeNe to be happy. And I was just about to say that. Thank you, Lisa. Yes. What if
be happy after?
He's already after.
that was after?
No, it wasn't long
He
enough.
was there.
After.
That's my opinion. That's my message, and I approve it. It wasn't long enough.
So how long would you take, or do you think you would take? Because see, we always got plans for our lives, and God is always in the midst with rams and such.
You don't want to ask me how long I would take, because I've been single since 2015. So just don't
I'll say,
move.
we can't talk to. That's a drinking moment.
Cheers. I'm still waiting. Ain't nobody died, but you know I'm still waiting.
Amen.
Oh.
Grieving
Still
is
waiting.
left up to the person. This is a drinkable moment. Yes, ma'am.
And I'm still waiting.
What was in this cup?
But,
amen.
to waiting.
Yeah.
And or to doing whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, and if going on a date makes you happy, then do so. Even if that date ends with a happy ending. And that happy ending can be going to get ice cream. It don't have to be
smashing.
It don't have to be that.
That's it.
Just saying. You know, everybody's different.
Clearly, I'm the minority in this whole situation.
And that's okay, because you represent a whole bunch of people who are there with you.
I represent the people with morals and values that wait. You know, let the body get cold. Let it, you know, he ain't even have a chance to resurrect.
If he wasn't cold by the time they put him 6 feet
around
under, something is wrong, and he probably wasn't dead.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Okay. And maybe she had counseling before that. There's a
whole
bunch,
that's a good point.
You know, behind the scenes.
Preferably
that
she's
don't
still getting counseling.
Go ahead.
I'm in therapy currently, and I've been in therapy for a long time. And I told my therapist one time about this guy that I asked him what he had to bring to the table, and he told me $300 a month. And my therapist said, "We're not doing that." She's fully married, and you know, she was like, "No, Jennifer, we're gonna continue to wait." I was like, "Well, how long is this wait?" Because hey,
but you don't want a special project.
This is true, but I'm still waiting.
Well, I mean, but are you waiting based off of the word of the therapist or the Lord?
That was just not why.
I agree.
I mean, Ethan is 7 and he bring in more than $300 a month.
Oh, wow.
Lisa said in 2022, we're entertaining Mr. Right and Mr. Right Now.
We're going to leave Mr. Right Now.
Cheers. To Mr. Right Now, but where you at?
Right.
I mean,
you know, hey.
Because right now could be the one that you're just dating.
Yep, that's it.
Or not.
Well, but see, that's it.
It could just be a time filler, you know.
You know, whatever we want to call it.
Yes. We can call it a time filler.
Just like Tubi made. Forget Netflix and chill. We Tubi and then Tubi.
Okay, for those of you who don't know what Tubi is a free TV station. How do you access Tubi?
It's
on an app.
Okay, so I access it through
your Fire Stick?
The stick.
Okay.
But it's not the Fire Stick, it's the other one. I can't think of the name of it.
Well, I just do it through my
Roku.
smart TV. Smart TV.
Smart
Your
TV.
Smart TV?
Terry.
What is in your
this
cup?
cup? Okay. Smart TV. And I found it like I was on a. Never mind.
Okay. So anyway, everything on it is free. Everything. The on demand, everything is
There are a
free.
few.
Everything.
There are a few
Yes.
that are free.
I know, right? I have what she's having. I'm telling you.
My birthday weekend, they got me working. Well, yeah, right.
It is.
But you're having fun.
Yes, you are.
Not until you go to the next subject, because I'm still a little salty for Greg. I'm speaking for the underdog, literally.
He is under.
He is
He's
under. But I
under.
really think he
See?
loved her enough
To let her go before he died.
See, I'm a Real Housewives of Atlanta real fan, right? So I know that NeNe, like, they was divorced, they was married and divorced, and then she was with the man that bought her the shoes, remember? And then they got back together and they got married. They had that great big old wedding, and then she was ready to divorce him again, but then she didn't because he got sick. And that's why I say I feel it was premeditated, because it wasn't like she was happy. If y'all watched them last couple of seasons,
now that's a good point though, because if she wasn't happy, then why would she wait?
she didn't.
Exactly.
So she had probably already
Premeditated. Now y'all see, I had to give it to him in context. Now everybody want to be on my team.
I'm not gonna say premeditated.
Yeah, I was gonna say that release has come and now she's moved on.
That's it.
Release,
Yes.
relax, relate,
And release.
Amen.
That's what she did.
and move on to the next topic.
Took a little month. And there you have it. Yes, a real fan know that NeNe is strategic. Oh, she probably was securing the next one beforehand.
And he got a bag.
Do we have more than 300 a month?
Oh, he got a whole girl. His toenail probably costs more than 300 a month.
Kudos to you, sis.
Especially on the toenail.
Girl, because he. I don't do Africans, but Jesus.
that one?
Yeah,
he one of them.
That's
on
dating.
to the next topic.
That's dating.
No, baby. Never.
So topic number 2. Is how you doing? And I know that's a question that I asked in the beginning of the show, but also I want to ask. I got this idea from someone else, of course, like I always do. And they were just doing like a check-in because it's the second week of 2022. We had a lot go on last year. If you started, if you started a New Year's resolution, how you doing? Is it working out for you? If you started, if you made a list, I talked about goals versus resolutions last week. So if you made a list and started doing those things, how you doing on that? Did y'all do resolutions, goals, anything?
I started my year. I'm just gonna tell the truth.
You always do.
And then I'm just gonna keep doing what I've been doing. It's been working.
It does.
So no, I didn't make no lie. I ain't say I was gonna lose weight.
Nope.
I said I was gonna get me a bigger girdle, and I did. Even though it almost killed me. You know what I'm saying? I said I wasn't gonna tell nobody, but I couldn't keep it to myself, so I've been telling everybody.
Well, that you got a new girdle?
No, I didn't tell them that part. Now you didn't have to repeat that.
I told everybody.
Well, I told everybody you can't keep it to yourself. It's just like Jeremiah, shut up in my girdle.
It probably was.
I'm just saying. I'm telling you.
What about you, Nicole?
No.
No new goals for the year?
She made goals for me. She want me to be nicer.
Oh,
She want me
But no, I didn't make resolutions or or anything like that. I'm still working on things that I made for the previous year. So
okay.
So why do
she on the resolution short bus?
Why do new when you still working on
bus? And so
my thing is I don't put a time limit or a time frame on success.
Okay.
So whatever I want to do, I just when it happens, it happens. So I don't New Year, it's another day. So thank God we woke up.
That part.
It's another day to try to finish what you started the day before. So
and it's great that you even brought it up that way because there's so many people who are downtrodden because last year, I didn't finish done, I didn't get that done, or and they're having issues with dang, and here we had a whole new year. It's okay,
right?
Because you go out your timeline, stay in your lane, and move according to what you have and what you do.
Agreed.
And let it be that, right?
Yeah.
You can't be worried with or concerned with comparing with, oh, well, they moving forward and but you don't know what they did in the background.
Right.
So handle your business according
On
to your
your
lane,
terms.
on your term, and in your lane. Jay, you got any? No.
I'm still waiting.
You don't want to get no pointers. Come on, man.
I'm still waiting.
She's still waiting on Mr.
I
Right
feel,
or right now.
I mean, now, a lot of people ain't gonna believe this, but I really am happy in my life. Like, I wanted to get my kids grown. I wanted to get them gone. I wanted to be happily ever after, whatever that looked like. And in one moment of my life, I thought happily ever after was going to be with someone, and it hasn't happened yet. So I have found peace with my happily ever after by myself until it happens. And then when it happens, you know, then I'm gonna be not dusty and stuff, and everything is gonna be great, right? But until then, I'll just use the pledge.
That's a good point, though, because a lot of people try to get into a relationship with somebody before they learn how to be happy with themselves.
Yeah.
But
And
you don't want to
that's
get too
their
happy. I think I'm too happy by myself.
I mean, you don't want to get like content with being alone, or
right.
You don't want to be content with being
The
alone.
Bible says whatever state you in.
No, let me rephrase. You don't want to be content with being lonely.
Okay,
but there's a difference.
It's okay with being
between
alone, but it's you don't want to get content with being lonely.
Yeah,
and so a lot of people jump. It's a new year, and now I feel like I've got to get a new boo because we're getting ready to go into February. And this Valentine's Day, I'm not going in February by myself. Yeah. And you haven't learned you yet.
Yeah. Hadn't gotten comfortable
with you yet.
Yeah.
You know, until you can, I feel, until you can look into the mirror and say that you're beautiful, that you're wonderful, that you're complete on your own.
Yeah.
You don't need someone to complete you. You need someone to partner with you. Until you get to that point, I don't care if it's a new year or whatever, you need to learn you first.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're just starting a cycle of pain.
Well, and then also that you tend to bring
your trauma,
you know, into that
new
relationship. And sometimes, and I've seen this with other people, how they bring that into the relationship and they're not ready, whether they know it or not, whether they acknowledge it or not. And they bring the madness from, you know, or because that madness rubbed off on them, they treat that new person like that old person treated them.
Trying to make them pay for a penalty that they
shall not.
You know, that they didn't commit. So,
but I'll say this too.
Jasul said, find happiness in self before trying to get it from someone else.
Agreed.
I love it.
But I think too that it's just all. I think too that the more that you're by yourself and you find that peace by yourself, you have a tendency to be able to recognize when somebody else is not completely healed.
Oh yeah,
because it's like, oh no, boo, I'm not. This is called Peaceville. Don't come over here with your Dramaville. I'm not looking for that. You know, and so, you know, a lot of people say I'm way too picky. It's not that I'm picky. It's just I'm at peace. And so in my peace, either you gonna come and add to it, or you gonna remove yourself from it. And so, you know, I'm one of those, it don't even take the Holy Ghost all the time to see when they coming over here with boulders of garbage with them. Yeah. You know, and then they want you to fix it. Everybody has a sad story. We all was sitting home for a year and a half looking crazy. We all, you know, went through the recession. We all did. Everybody went through the same thing. Agreed. So we're all in the process of reconstruction. But I want to know, how are you handling your reconstruction? Yeah. Are you allowing that thing to demolish you? Or are you truly reconstructing and saying, you know what? Okay, I might have lost my job, but let me create a business. Let me find out what I like to do and make money from it. That's the way I feel.
Nice.
That's a good point.
I'm here for it.
That's a good point.
NeNe didn't do that.
Joe didn't. Neither did Greg.
And that's why I'm waiting.
Neither did Greg.
Still
waiting.
waiting.
Money though.
Jesus.
I don't have NeNe money, but I don't have NeNe teeth. I don't have NeNe nose.
I can't. So we'll be right back after these messages.
After these messages.
We'll be right back.
If you're looking for a keynote speaker for your next event, look no further than Myss Meme of Meme Speaks, specializing in panel discussions, women's luncheons and conferences, and fashion shows and trade shows. Myss Meme brings her unique blend of experience and training to make a lasting impression on your guests and clients. With powerful, engaging, thought-provoking topics and presentations, Myss Meme will provide your guests with meaningful takeaways and life-changing revelations. Also available for red carpet interviews and premieres. Email us today at iammissmeme@gmail.com for booking information. That's iammyssmeme@gmail.com. If you're looking...
Hey! Hey!
Not about to do you, okay?
Okay, so wait.
Just a little behind the scenes, y'all.
Just a little
Pretty information, y'all.
Tell y'all what we were talking about. But anyway, because we're rolling right along, and I really want to get into the next topic, which is why Jennifer and her lovely assistant Nicole is here. What's wrong?
Oh, I was going to say, Lord, don't ask me why Jennifer's still waiting. It's okay.
We already discussed that.
Yes, we did.
How Jennifer still don't ask?
No,
No,
we're not asking
no,
that.
no.
That would definitely be okay. So
It's not enough.
Cheers!
It's not enough.
Cheers!
It's not enough.
It's
Not enough in this cup.
Just talking about that.
That's
But we're actually here, have Jennifer here to discuss her single symposium that she has put together to have every Saturday in February, which I think is an awesome idea because so oftentimes, hey, Miss Carol, how are you? Thank you for tuning in, Pastor Carol Reed. She has put together a single symposium every Saturday of February to discuss. Tell us what made you come up with the idea.
Woo, well, it's a lot of different things. One of the things is, like I said, I've been single for a long time, and February is one of the highest suicide rate months for singles, and it's also one of the most depressing times for singles. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times we succumb to the pressure of, oh, I got to get a boo so I can get some flowers, and I got to do this, and I got to do that, or, oh, well, I've been waiting, but I'm going to have to go and give it up now this month because, it's the pressure of society. Mm-hmm. And so I want to take the sting away from that. That was number one. And then number two is the fact that a lot of people say, oh, go get your Boaz, wear your Boaz, or, and all that. But people don't really know the true meaning behind Ruth and Boaz. Yeah. And the story, we many a times, especially those of us that are in church, we buy into the cliche of, Ruth and Boaz and Esther and all, and then, but they never tell the story. Mm-hmm. And so we don't understand that there was a brokenness in Esther. There was a brokenness in Boaz. Mm-hmm. There was a brokenness in Ruth. And so until we discover that brokenness, we can't accept the beauty of it.
Or even talk about it.
Exactly.
And I feel like you said, so it's gotten to the point to where it's not discussed, the behind the scenes, if you will. Mm-hmm. They go straight to this story or this piece of the story without actually explaining these people had issues.
Right.
I want to say everybody in the Bible, but I really don't know it that well. But they had issues. They had backstories. They had baggage. They had stuff.
That's
true. Right. And so that's why it's so important for us to read for ourselves. Right. Instead of just sitting and letting someone else tell a story, because oftentimes it's summarized, or and they don't dig in like we can when we study for ourselves. Yeah, right.
And there's a difference. You first time you said read, the second time you said study, and there is a big difference. Mm-hmm. The Bible says to study to show thyself approved. I can read all day, but if I'm not interested, I'm not comprehending. I can just say, oh, I read that. That was good, I guess. I don't know what it meant. I had no takeaway, no nothing. Mm-hmm. But when you study and you begin to realize that, we don't want to give too much away, but Boaz was really, his mama was a hoe, right? And so therefore he had no respect really for women. Mm-hmm. So he was attracted to her because of the fact, wait a minute, this is a different kind of woman. Mm-hmm. And so I want to mentor women to be the different kind of woman.
Right.
You know, you don't have to be the woman, you know, that's all made up all the time and you got the hair down to your behind and, you know, then you got to go buy the booty and then you got to buy a boob one at a time. You don't have to do that. Be the different kind of woman so that, you know, you can find that out. Yeah. You know, sometimes you got to put them things on level.
Hey, Danita, what's up, friend?
We got
Thank you. I know we got to act right. Danita, tune in. Hold on, let me sit right.
So, but yeah, that's. I think that's what it's about. I don't want people to succumb to the you know, because we already come through the holidays. I was doing a talk earlier, and I was telling them how, you know, as singles, you have Thanksgiving, you're by yourself. You have Christmas, you by yourself. Then you come and you bring in the New Year and you make up all of these lies and realize that you're not gonna make it. And then now you coming up to February, you by yourself and everybody's in love. Every store you go in, it's I love you and boo boo and all that. And so now it's just like I'm at my breaking point.
Right.
And I want us to do that. And I don't want to be one of those people that just stands up and says, oh, okay, do that. So I embodied a bunch of singles to work with me to say, yo, the struggle is real. My struggle may not look like your struggle.
Right.
Your struggle may not look like mine.
Right.
Mine is, okay, I'm single with an empty nest and grandkids and I'm of a certain age and then I'm a professional woman and I'm a workaholic and I got yours could just be, yo, dude, I just like to watch Netflix all day.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then the other one may be, well, I'm promiscuous and I need everything that I need when I need it, how I need it. And I don't care of the relationship status. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just like push the button and whoop, there it is.
Yeah.
You know, so I want every walk of life to be there and to express it and to tell, you know, how are you getting through it? How are you getting through it? So I think that's why it's important.
Okay.
And I think the best part of it is every night there's going to be a breakdown of the entire chapter, the entire story. And every night's breakdown is going to go with whatever the topic is for that night. And it's amazing how when you study, you can find every part of it in that small chapter.
Nice.
You can actually find yourself somewhere
In
there, whether you are married and now you're single,
Right.
or whether you're single and you got hooked up with the wrong issue and now you single. There's so many different avenues to becoming single other than just I haven't met the right person.
Right.
Yeah.
And so
Divorce
and all of those things.
The dead people that you waited 4 months and then you got somebody else.
You gonna make us look a little.
I'm just saying.
All of those things are found in that story. And so what I love about it is, you know, if you're not doing anything, please come, because you will find yourself somewhere in that story and you'll get the breakdown from it.
Yep. Danita says we also need to open the lane to single women in toxic relationships because they are still single if their mate isn't 100%
in that story.
And I was actually going to bring that up too.
Yes.
Also for those who are in relationships and you still feel like you're single, be there. So tell us where it's going to be, what time, and all that.
It's going to be every Saturday in February at Blood Covenant Church, 1901 Ferguson Way. And it's basically where we have a lot of our events. And the cost is just $10, and that's just to purchase your food. So it's not like we're doing it to make money. This is really for ministry. As you know, we work with a lot of domestic violence.
Wait, it's going to be food?
Yes.
Okay.
And we're also going to have a panel. So it's not going to be like you sitting there listening to all this preaching. And no, we're going to sit down and we're going to talk. Ain't going to be no praise and worship and all. We just going to come in. We're going to talk. She's going to be the clinician to give us the breakdown of the topic or whatever. Yes.
What's a clinician? Because you say clinician, I'm thinking about being at the hospital.
It's kind of the same thing.
You can do that
biblically.
Yeah.
It's diagnosing. You come in because you have a broken issue.
Okay.
And the medicine is the word that's going to heal that issue. Okay. And it's my duty to break it down so that you know how to take it right.
Nice.
Oh, that was good.
I know.
That was like antibiotics.
Hey.
So listen, we got your
goomies.
I mean, not the goomies. The sea moss and the elderberries and the multivitamin. We got all of that. We got all that.
DC.
All of that.
Emergency.
Yeah, we're gonna bring all that. Just but just I really just want people to come because in my heart, I feel like this is the year of education.
Yes.
Oh,
Like
absolutely.
this is the year that we can no longer just, put polish over the fungus and hope that it goes away.
Or B, this is no longer the year. And I was telling my friend that the other week we were talking about things that we wanted to do and doing stuff. And I was like, well, we've been talking about doing stuff for a while. This is the year to do.
Right.
We cleaned out. We had goo gobs of stuff happen to us last year. This is the year of do. If you didn't see last year, we had started when the pandemic first started.
Right.
But if it didn't sink in last year that life is short and you don't have time to be wishing and hoping, get up and do it.
Yes.
Use what you have to make it happen.
It's possible.
It's possible.
Yes, it is.
There are people who don't have, looking at this setup. I wish I could explain this to y'all, but it's not what you think. Right? Let's just say that. But we made it work. Like, if you want me to
Where there's a wheel,
there is a way.
There's a way.
There is a way.
Because me and Nicole was like, ooh, I don't want to do that. And she was like, I don't either. Okay, well, how we going to fix this?
We going to work it out.
But we worked it out. And so you have this. But behind the scenes, there's stuff.
There's always stuff.
There's no team standing behind the computer. It's propped up on something. Just saying,
Take
there's
what you have and make it work.
make it work until something moves.
That's right.
Right? Because for the longest time, I myself would not do stuff. I would move in. I ain't had this, or I ain't got what they wanted, comparing myself. Right? And facial expression. I need to fix that. Thanks.
She's telling the truth.
I am telling the truth. That's why I'm telling it.
Excuses.
So, yeah. Oh, I had them.
Telling the truth.
Nobody asked you.
Did y'all hear that?
But anyway,
Excuses.
I had them. And it took me a minute to see, one, my work, to know and understand that I had it, to believe that what I was going toward or doing was for me to do, right? I had to understand whose I was and that all the stuff that I was doing, it's not about me.
Right.
And make it happen. That's my lane. That's my thing, right? So I'm excited to be a part of it. Jen asked me to be on the panel, and so I will be one of the panelists for the first Saturday of February.
and others she just don't know it yet.
It is only $10, and that's for the food. Other than that, it is a free event. So you, your friends, males and females can come. It's not just for the females. It's not just for women to come. If you know men, because men go through things too where they're in relationships. I'll say relationships, not relationships, but relationships, or what was the word they used? Entanglements was the word, right? Men do it too.
And I think I'm glad you mentioned that, because every week we're going to have at least one male on the panel.
Nice.
So that is going to bring, and they have been through different walks of life. We have some that's in clergy, that was in clergy, which I think is very interesting. Some that aspire to be in clergy, and then those that's perpetrating clergy. We got them all.
Amen. Yeah. And that's I even like that, because what comes to mind is the scripture that talks about how God uses everybody.
Right.
She talked about how Boaz's mom was a hoe, and we wasn't talking about the garden tool.
That's right. God
used all of them types of people to do, I'll say, his bidding, but everybody's story was, God was able to take it and change it and make it happen so that they could go out and reach the people that were in that thing, or that he wanted to be pulled out.
Right.
He used the hoes to go get the hoes.
Right.
Because they know whole language.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
everybody can't minister to everybody.
It was so interesting, because the one of the things that made me really want to dive in, and it's just a number of things that we're doing this year. All of them are education related. Nice. But when I wrote during the pandemic, I don't know if you remember, I wrote the book called Freak on Reserve. And
yes, you did.
And I did, and I had took the 7 people in the Bible who struggled with sexual issues, and I put them all in one church. And it played out in a novel, through the church. And that book sold like crazy. Now it was a companion. I had put a workbook where it told the real truth. But then the novel, when just me saying sex addiction and salvation.
Mm-hmm.
That's soul in and of itself.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was like, people was like, wait,
Yes.
is that many people in the Bible that had sexual
Yes.
issues? And I'm like,
that's why you have to read it for
you know.
yourself.
And then so the only person that they knew was David.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
That was the only person. And I was like, okay, but what about Lot and his daughters? And there was incest in the Bible. There was rape in the Bible.
Yeah.
There was, and they was like, wait, what Bible you been reading?
The
Same one as all versions. NIV, KGL, MT.
But nobody talks about that.
Yeah.
Nobody teaches that. And that's why, with this conference or this symposium, we don't want to call it a conference because I don't want people to feel like, oh, here we go. Yeah. We're going to go and they're going to sing 2 songs and then they're going to preach a word. They're going to take an offering. We're not doing any of that. It's something that we're going to sit down and reason together. Mm-hmm. And I hope that when people walk away, that they walk away saying, dang, I needed that and I didn't even know I needed it.
Right. Or even, most importantly, it's to provide a safe space.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right. To come learn, to come and see that there are other people who have somewhat of the same mindset as yourself. Mm-hmm. The people who've been through divorces and are single don't want to be bothered. The people who've had mates that passed. They're single. The woman or the man that was cheated on and you gave everything and now you have nothing. What? Mm-hmm. Yes, that's okay. I'm good. This is for all of you to come and hang out every Saturday in February. It's only to knowledge. It is a safe space. Mm-hmm. If you want to ask questions,
you can do that.
You'll be open for that. And it's a no judgment zone. And that's what I liked about it, was to provide that safe space to come and have the conversation, or at least to know that, because fear will have you think that you're in this by yourself.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Fear will have you think that, oh, I'm the only one that's feeling this, or that nobody will understand. And there are goo gobs of people out there who have been through what you've been through and will understand, will lend you an ear, will lend you,
and maybe even lend you a solution.
Yeah,
that's true.
And one of the things I was talking to one of my coworkers and I was saying, this is even for those of us who maybe it's not a marriage. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's, raising your kids. Okay, now my kids is gone. I don't even know what I want, or, if I'm married to this man and we've been married forever, our kids is grown and gone. Mm-hmm. And now I'm like, oh, hi, my name is Jennifer. What's your name? Mm-hmm. And I don't even know if I like you anymore.
Right.
And so I think that we need to explore those types of things.
Ooh, that's a thing. I didn't know that happened.
Mm-hmm.
I was married, but I didn't have children.
Yeah, I did. A lot. But I didn't like him before they got going.
That's a lot, because your whole dynamic of your house has changed.
That's true.
Yeah.
And you might not be single from quote unquote marriage, but you're single from a certain kind of motherhood. Mm-hmm. And if you're used to raising children, say you started having family at 18, and now your children are grown and gone, all you've known is your children.
Is that life?
So now you're learning how to be single in life without children. And you still have your husband, but you don't have your children.
Right. And some people only stay in it for the children.
Exactly.
The love has been gone.
And didn't realize it.
Yeah. To give it one better, they get with somebody that was good for their children.
Because of.
Yeah. And now that the children are gone, it was like, okay,
there was no connection.
You was good for them, but I don't even know who you are. I don't like you. I don't,
That's a good point.
And we have to think about those types of things. There's so many different dynamics. Yeah. And one of the things that I just learned about myself is that, I had wrote The Journey Back to Me, which is the book about my life. And it was like, okay, and I always tell my famous story about when I was standing in the cereal aisle and I started boohoo crying because I didn't even know what kind of cereal I like. Yeah. I don't even know, JJ like this, the Barry like this, And then they got grown and they were gone. And then I put a Band-Aid over it. Now, this is a hard, exclusive truth. I put a Band-Aid over it. By now, I'm not mommy, I'm Grammy.
Yes.
And so now the children are grown and gone, and they're taking the grandkids. And that rips off the Band-Aid.
Right.
Now I'm having to redefine myself again.
Relook at yourself.
Then be like, oh, I don't got my sidekick no more. What am I gonna do now?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And so, it's that. And one thing that we as women, and that's gonna come, for Mother's Day. But anyways, we as women, we have to continually redefine ourselves over and over and over again. And it's an ever-learning process.
And there's nothing wrong with redefining.
That's very true.
You know, the issue comes when you don't redefine it. Like she said, you put that Band-Aid on. And some people had Band-Aids on top of Band-Aids on top of Band-Aids.
I put a cast on the Band-Aid.
Well, and then you have to also think about the stigma that you have, especially when you're in church. It's very difficult to, in some cases, to be honest about the fact that, yes, I was married to this person for X amount of years, but we weren't in love. And now I want to get to know me and experience me. And the church of the old traditional standpoint does not understand that concept. And who do you go to? When your life is church, but the church doesn't understand where you are. So that's another reason why we're doing this symposium as well. This is not, yes, it is church. Yes, it's going to give you truth and going to give you biblical understanding, but it's also a place where there is no judgment, where you can say what you want and get an honest answer. Not a how I feel man-made ideology answer.
Let's go to the word. We're not doing that.
We're not doing that. Not a man-made ideology word. We're going to get a biblical truth and then an honest word so that you can live a productive life. We have to learn how to not just live life, but live a productive life
in every aspect. And that's huge. That's huge. Being productive. I actually had something I want to say, but I forgot. So how can they purchase tickets?
You can go to Eventbrite, and you can go to Ruth and J. I don't know why I keep saying
Boaz.
Ruth and Boaz Unplugged. Or you can look up J. Gilbert Ministries any kind of way. Jennifer Gilbert, you can look it up that way. And you can purchase your tickets there. You can also cash out Venmo and Zelle and all them other ways that you can take people money.
Venmo, Cash App, Jennifer Gilbert, or what?
Yes. $. No, it's $. J. Gilbert Ministries. That's what it is.
It's always great to have. Yes,
it's
always an awesome thing to have your assistant.
Yes, because I don't.
Sitting next to you, because she was like,
What's my number?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Nicole, for handling that. Because I remember that one time I asked Jay, "Hey, what's your Instagram?" And she was like, "I ain't even got one." Oh wait, yes I do. I think. So thank you so much.
What I'm here for. That's what I'm here for.
I don't know if that was shade, but it's true. So I can't get mad.
No, not at all. It means that you
nothing
have
wrong with having someone help you.
Oh, she didn't pour. You better go ahead and tell them that's how you get your tickets.
Yes.
Right.
Shout out to
Ruth and Boaz Unplugged.
My awesome producer and founder of Stunner Radio, Lisa Dene. Check her out on Friday, 7 p.m. I think 7 to 8. Lisa Dene Live is her show on Friday evenings. Make sure you check it out. And also, before we go, I want to talk about, so that's going to be every Saturday in February. February 19th, Stunner Radio is having a fashion show and fundraiser for, gosh, my words are...
It's the cup. It's the cup. What's in that cup?
Jeez,
what's in that
cup?
cup?
Like old dude on New Year's Eve the other night. I caught a clip of that. And then, oh, jeez, I don't want what's in this cup no more. Not until we get off the air.
Glory.
Whatever.
Like Happy Feet Glory.
Anyway. So, like you said,
sorry.
J. Gilbert Ministries. It's on Eventbrite. They just had it up there for you to see. It will be back. We'll take a break. I don't know. We'll be back because I lost my train of thought. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
It's okay.
With the love notes.
Hey, it's your girl Lisa Dene, and I want to tell you about a product that has changed my life. Rain Premium Sanitary Napkins. Rain products are infused with a Nobel Prize-winning material called graphene. It's the graphene strip that provides the various health benefits that can improve your quality of life during that time of the month. Listen, I've been very loyal to a certain brand of feminine products, but I've never experienced the results I get with Rain products. The difference is in the graphene strip. Using Rain products has totally eliminated the painful cramps I experience, and it can also help balance your body's pH, eliminate harmful bacteria, and help fight fatigue. Graphene moves heat away from your core to keep you cool and comfortable. Ladies, it's time to upgrade your feminine care with products that not only offer protection, but also improve your health and wellness. Place your order today and receive your premium sanitary napkins delivered directly to your door. Visit www.drfcare.com to make your purchase today. And don't forget to mention that your girl Lisa Dene and Stunner Radio sent you.
No. Oh. Why do I always get caught doing stuff
every time?
Single.
Ma'am, Miss Producer, ma'am.
No, but you did last time.
5, 4, 3, 2.
No.
Like,
No.
you know how they did when we was on TV, if a lady like, they was like 3, 2, and then I would know that I got to get my good act right. No.
So before we go, Jay, you got what? Before we go, Jay, you got something you want to say?
Yes. Listen, April 22nd, right? 22nd through the 24th. Yeah.
23rd, 24th, and 25th.
23rd. April.
Yeah.
Go to Eventbrite. We are doing a play called Church It Ain't Easy. And I want you all to come out and enjoy it. It is going to be absolutely hilarious. We have an all-star cast. And it's, listen, every night we're going to have a VIP is getting a full meal.
Okay.
Their tickets are $50. It's $50, but you get a free plate meal. You get a full course meal, and you get preferred seating. And then the general admissions are just $30. Mm-hmm. And you're gonna come out. We're gonna have a good time. Intermission every night is gonna be a competition. Mm-hmm. So Friday night is gonna be your best, cutest couple or whatever, the ones that's dressed best alike. Saturday night is gonna be the major show, where it's the Church It Ain't Easy T-shirt contest. Yes. Mm-hmm. And so everybody gets to, be the most creative. And then Sunday is soul food night. And we're going to have the First Lady creative First Lady hat contest. Okay. And so, yes, we're going to have some great prizes and stuff. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be at Midtown Arts Theater.
Nice. Downtown. On La Branch.
There you go. The one on La Branch. Because I didn't know they got the matches and then
they do.
The fire.
It is kind of confusing.
Like, yeah.
But Midtown Arts Theater, I think it's 14 La Branch.
Yeah, there you go. Yes.
Awesome. So, I wanted to announce for you guys, it's called Stunner Radio Presents the Body Love Revolution, a body positivity celebration, fundraiser, and fashion show benefiting the Fashionable and Thick Foundation, February 19th, 2022 at 6 p.m. at the Maker Room, 2600 North Gessner, Suite 114. It's up on the screen for you. For tickets, information, vendoring information, go to www.stunnerradio.com. All the information is there. Would love to see you guys in the building. It's going to be an awesome event. I'm so excited because Dee Moore of the Fashionable and Thick Foundation has been around for a long, long time. Mm-hmm. And so for us to be able to partner with her and raise money to help with that foundation is a thing. So with that being said, we got to be out this piece. So before we go, you already know I want to give you some love with some love notes, right? So I cannot be rude. I have to go with my guest first. Nicole, take it away.
Love yourself. First and foremost. Get a relationship with yourself first and foremost before you decide to try to include anybody else in that. Don't put time limits on yourself. Know that you are beautifully and wonderfully made. Know that you are the person that was called for such a time as this. And no matter if no one else believes in you, believe in yourself. Mm-hmm.
That was good.
That was real good. I almost felt like
she did a love note.
Wait a minute.
For both of us.
I mean, I think she did one for all three.
So mine is cut the love note.
What?
That was a good one.
I'm done with you.
You tried it.
The love note is my birthday is in 3 days, 4 days. It's in a few days. And if you love me, you can cash out $ J Gilbert Ministries, and you can leave a love donation. That's a love note. You can put a note on there if you like, and that'll be my love note. God bless you.
Wow. So yeah, happy birthday to the Jennifer Gilbert. Sex and chocolate, everybody. My love note is to piggyback off of Nicole and just say be gentle with yourself. We are like our worst critics, right? We would criticize us to the bone. Don't do it. Do not measure yourself to anybody else. Do not compare yourself. Be gentle with yourself, right? We all go through life. Take one day at a time. Please stop.
I was just wondering, because we've been knowing each other for many years and you have grown. Yes. And it's like all those years that I was telling her this, she finally got it. I'm enamored by you. I'm just keep going.
But be gentle with yourself, right? Yes, please, because there's only one you. Nobody can do a thing like you can. And like Nicole said, you were made for a time such as this. And like my friend tells me all the time, nothing that we've been through is wasted. Everything that you've been through in life, you will be able to use to help others. And for me, that's like the best thing ever. Because I know I went through a time where I felt like, what is this all for? What am I going through all this crap for? Right? I didn't want to hear, and I had somebody tell me, oh, but it's not for you. What is it for? I don't know them people like that. I had an attitude.
Yes.
You know, and I'm grateful that God was like, wait, honey, wait, just wait. And he put people around me, and I know Lisa's probably behind the scenes like, me too. You know, who thankfully were patient enough, but stern enough to be like, look, you know, I get it. I got it, and I'm grateful for that. So now I'm able to pass it on. So be gentle with yourself. When you go through a thing, take the time out to feel those emotions, right? Don't stay there. Don't live in it, because there's something on the other side for you that's so wonderful. That's my love note for today, because
wasn't that
beautiful? At me.
Wonderful.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you all
tuning in.
next Saturday.
Watch her
Make
grow.
sure. Make sure. Eventbrite for the Single Symposium every Saturday in February, and also for the Body Love Revolution fashion show and fundraiser is at www.stunnerradio.com. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share to our Stunner Radio YouTube channel. Tell them where they can find you. Jay, go. Oh, never mind. Nicole, tell her
where they can find her. They can find her right here.
Oh yeah, that's you.
Mm-hmm. This is me. Mm-hmm. JGilbertMinistries.com. You can go to my website. JGilbertMinistries.com, and then on Facebook it's Jennifer Shona Bless Gilbert, J Gilbert Ministries, JGM Educational Consultants, and JGM Publishing.
Okay, Nicole, where can they find you on social media?
I'm
JGilbertMinistries.com.
That is true. Wherever she is, that's where I am. But I'm very easy. I'm not really a social media type of person, so I'm on Facebook only, and I'm under my actual name, Nicole Harrington.
Wow.
Yes, so it's very easy.
Well, for me, you know, I have several pages: Love Power Radio Show on Facebook and Instagram, and I am Myss Meme is my model page on Instagram and Facebook, or you can go by my government.
We don't know how to say it.
No, we don't.
That's why I stopped. So that is not it. So anyway, until next time, thank you so much for tuning in. Love you.